Hey guys, welcome to our Importing from China course. And we want to dig in right now with just an overview of what you can expect to get from this course. We think it's important just to kind of set some ground rules and tell you specifically what we're going to be covering to get you excited a little bit about what's inside this course. So the first thing we have here for you are 5 negotiation hacks and tactics when importing from China to get lower pricing and develop a really good relationship with your supplier. Dave and I have imported hundreds of shipments now, and over these years of doing that, we've been able to develop 5 negotiation hacks that have really helped us with our importing career. Now, the next thing we're going to dig into are little known places that you can purchase these products that you're going to be developing beyond Alibaba. Now, Alibaba is a perfectly good place to source, and we have both imported from Alibaba in the past, but there's a lot of other places that you can find products besides Alibaba. And we find that the places besides Alibaba tend to actually be the best manufacturers that we work with. But we still do talk about Alibaba in this course because it's basically a search engine for Chinese factories. So it is still a good place to start. But I think it's also important to understand where you can go besides Alibaba. The next thing we're going to be digging into is tricks to be able to order at a lower MOQ. It's really important as you're developing your products, especially when you're first getting started, to keep your risk low, to keep your costs low. You want to be able to purchase multiple items to spread your risk across multiple items. Let's say you have, just as a round number, $10,000 to invest in your importing business. You don't want to bet all of that on one item per se, because your risk is now in one item and you're either going to be 100% successful or 100% failure. But if you can get lower MOQs and you can spread that around to 5 items, now you have a 1 in 5 chance of being successful or not. And even if you're only right 3 out of the 5 times, you're going to be successful 60% of the time, which is more than enough to be successful in your importing career. We always say you just got to be right 51% of the time as you're developing this stuff. And we have a very high 90+% success rate because of the things we developed over the last few years. And we help to instill those things in this course. So this whole thing is about MOQ tricks to keep your MOQs low, tactics you can use to get the manufacturer to give you a lower initial order quality, your minimum order quantity. So the next thing we're going to dig into is strategies for saving thousands of dollars while shipping. Now, the manufacturer doesn't necessarily have any dog in this fight. They're just interested in selling you the product. Now, they also will quote you shipping a lot of the times, but we have strategies to get away from their shipping quotes and use other tactics to import your products and save tens of thousands of dollars shipping. As you get to a point that we're at, this has actually saved us hundreds of thousands of dollars in our business, and we'll be very excited to dig into that with you to talk about that. The next thing we'll be talking about is easy modifications you can make to your products versus the things that are very difficult to do. So as a very simple thing to mention, a hard thing to do would be creating your own mold, right? I mean, having to spend $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 creating a mold versus something that might be very simple, like changing your logo or sewing something in a different way. So we get into a whole bunch of stuff about the things you can be doing to improve your products or modify your products that are very easy to do, that can still have a very big impact versus something that might be a lot harder to do, like creating a mold. Now, the other thing we're going to dig into is must-dos to avoid quality issues. You're probably not in China while you're watching this course. You might be in the United States, you might be in Canada, somewhere in Europe, Australia. You aren't going to go to China to physically inspect your stuff yourself. You need to have boots on the ground in China and an understanding of how the Chinese culture works when you're developing products to avoid any types of quality issues. And that all starts with placing the order, having things on your purchase order, and discussing the expectations up front, and not just waiting until the thing shows up to have a problem with it and then be really upset and disappointed and potentially have to throw those items away. So we go into all of that, making sure that you avoid these quality issues. Now, the thing I think that has the most value in the entire course is Dave and I supply our vendor list. It took us years to find the right customs broker, the right freight forwarder, the right third-party logistics company, the right inspections company, and on and on. We open up our Rolodex and give you guys all of that information so you know right off the bat, the best customs brokers and freight forwarders, et cetera, to use. These are the same companies that Dave and I have been using now for multiple years and had a lot of luck with. They are the cornerstone of our business. And we think that this is incredibly valuable, and we hope you guys enjoy having that list and making it easy to not have to have doubt of where you're going to use as a freight forwarder, who you're going to use as your logistics company or inspection company, etc. There's a bunch of other stuff that's in this course. We like to under promise and over deliver. So there's a couple other modules we have in here for you, but we think we've tackled the bulk of how to import from China and things to avoid and the little pitfalls and stuff. We look to under promise and over deliver. We hope you get a lot of value out of this course. If you've already purchased it, we want to thank you again for purchasing. We hope that you enjoy the next modules within. If you haven't, we hope to see you on the inside. Thank you so much for watching this video. And until the next one, happy selling, and we'll talk to you soon.